Hi everyone, happy blog day. I want to give an update about my last week's post. I was having a very difficult time. I had been taking a new medication for 3 weeks, and instead of being helpful, it gradually was bringing me down more and more. Eventually, in the middle of this week, I had a really terrible day and I got off of the medication. But during that really terrible day, I felt like I was a bad person. This was all my fault. I had caused it. When really what was going on is that I was having issues with my brain chemistry. And so, like everything, this too did pass. But it felt really horrible. And for all of you who have had changes in medication, which I have had several of my entire life, you know that this can happen. So, when I started feeling better, I needed to change my mindset. And I read something in one of my favorite books, Just One Thing, by Rick Hanson. It's a really great book because it has super short chapters for people who don't have that big of an attention span. You should check it out sometime. But anyway, what I read was about self compassion. And basically, the gist of it is we're able to care for other people when they're hurting and when they need sympathy. But we find it a lot more difficult to care for ourselves because we think that it's something like self pity or you're feeling sorry for yourself. But really, we need to take that time to be compassionate and forgive ourselves and give ourselves space when we're feeling things like depressed and having more acceptance of it. Some examples of doing that is if you just visualize how much compassion that you might have for someone else in that situation, like a friend, a partner, a family member, and then try to bring that compassion to yourself. I know it's really hard, but I found that it's also very helpful. Also, something I wanted to talk about was making sure that you have fun and creativity in your life. Over the past few weeks, I've been thinking that I want to start a vlog because a lot of times my blog just focuses on chronic conditions and kind of some optimism and realism and honesty behind all of that. But I think that my chronic illnesses are not my identity. There's so many different parts to me. I really like to be silly and I like to sing songs and I love wearing costumes. And I think sometimes I tell pretty funny stories, and sometimes I feel like I tell some ridiculous stories. I love to learn new things, and I want to teach people things. Specifically, one of the things I'm really excited about for my blog, my YouTube vlog or whatever, is I want to talk about creativity and all the cool things that I've made with like crafts. And I also want to talk about how you can research something without falling down the rabbit hole of interneting. So I have a few ways to talk about that, but what I'm asking for from you right now is if you could leave in the comments section, especially if you know me, some of the things that you would like for me to talk about on my YouTube channel. I'm getting really excited about it. I've started with some ideas. I get new ideas every day, and I'm really interested to hear what your ideas are. With that said, I hope you all have a great week, and always remember, be well.